Alright, this is still week 6. This would be day 11, and some of the information got mixed up between different days, so I'm going to browse through this very quickly. This is networking. I've gone through this before. This was on some other slides. Data, split it into segments with port numbers, so it gets encapsulated. Packets, add an IP, add the MAC, we get the frame. Put it out on the link. Goes up on the. Told you I was going to be quick. So it comes back, physical layer. We take the MAC address off, check the IP matches, it's a TCP, UDP, and it goes up. For example, to our Linux server, it sends the information back down. And if it's going through the internet, it would go up like this to the IP address. link layer control or MAC address, Ethernet. So I think we talked about this before. We looked at Wireshark and saw some code. Can't remember if this was exactly right. 061 to 6. Yeah, that would be a 1. I think I corrected this before. In order to be a 6, it'd be a 1, 2, 4, 8. So it would be a 1, 1 here, and that would be a 0. I corrected that on the other presentation. Okay, so you can go back. I believe it was, I'd have to look at the exact presentation. This IP address pointing to this web server. It doesn't go to it directly because that goes to a whole group of servers, and they get sorted out based on where in the group that belongs. We listened to Danny Hellis talk about the World Wide Web Trust. Nothing to add that we haven't talked about. These commands we should know. Looked at an ARP table. So we have these different addresses matched with a MAC address. Or you can see it's on my PC. We've already talked about this a number of times. TCP, IP layers, OSI model layers. Media, little review. And wireless, we have different options. There's actually more than just those, but those are the ones we're most familiar with. A wave in the air, electricity, light through a tube. It's interesting. This relationship between your physical address and your IP address we talked about. Alright, I think that's it.